Hey guys, what's going on? I just want to go through briefly your assignment that you got working on. I hope everything's well and everybody's doing good. I'm in the process of looking over the document set you guys did last week. I'll have some feedback on that as this week goes forward. But here's what we got coming up. Okay, first thing, it's going to be linked, obviously, if you're watching this. On the website, I'm doing one video for APUSH and WAP because, the instructions are pretty much the same. So no matter which tab you're on, you click on assignment week of April 20th to 24th, and it'll download and come up, hopefully here in a second. And here's what we got going for this week. All right, as far as content review goes, APUSH, I don't know that they're up to speed with the College Board videos at this point. Like I said last week, just get this stuff wherever you can, but it's not a bad idea to check some of those out if you think you're weak on previous units that you probably already should have been looking at. So APUSH, you need to be concentrating on Unit 5, WAP on Unit 3 and 4. Get the info wherever you can and pick up whatever you feel like you're weakest on. As far as your document work this week, you will see I have put it in bold. So if anybody asks me a question about this, I am not going to answer it. On AP Classroom, you're going to have 2 document sets for each one. You are only handling documents 1 through 5. That's because I am trying to mimic or get as close to the actual process and actual amount of content you've got to handle and document work you've got to handle on the AP exam that's coming in May. So document 6, 7, I don't care if it goes to document 30. Do 1 through 5, and that's it. So things that are different from last week. My bad on putting the 1 timer on the documents. I didn't realize it wouldn't stop if y'all had to step away. So each document is going to have a separate timer of 45 minutes for you to do the work. We're going to work our way down in time as we go and build back up to get to where hopefully you can write these DBQs in 45 minutes on the exam. You do need to find a time where you won't be interrupted. I know for some of y'all that's pretty hard, but do the best you can and then roll this out and get it done as quickly as possible. You don't have any time to linger. You don't have to use the entire 45 minutes. Try to get it done as quickly as possible. As far as how I want you guys to do this. Okay, first thing, I had several questions on this last week. Sorry for the pause there. Several questions last week. Do not look at what is on the instructions or anything else. Only do what I'm asking you to do. You're not writing a full essay. You're just doing for this week, for each document, a claim, evidence from the document that supports the claim, and then this week we're adding in 1 HIP component for each document. I'll go over HIP components here in a second. But you got 3 things. I'm not worried about a thesis or anything this week. So each document, claim, evidence, HIP component. That's all you have to worry about. Don't get confused with the stuff that's on the document sets and all that. Those are from exams in the past. They're not pertinent to what we're doing here. So just do what I'm asking you to do. All right. And also, once again, documents 1 through 5. All right, so here's how you're going to do the document sets, and we're going to try this, and I'm not sure it's going to work, so if it doesn't, we'll adjust some point this week. But I want you guys to approach this like you're going to, as of now, do the AP exam. So you're going to need to have 2 browser windows open. So let me show you what that's going to look like. Okay, 1 document. I have AP Classroom. Another window, another browser tab, whatever you want to call it. I have open Office 365. I don't really care what you use for this, whatever's on your computer, whatever you're comfortable with, do what you got to do. But have some kind of word processing program opened up in a separate window. What you're going to be doing is clicking back and forth, not really clicking back and forth from these, but you're going to, by the way, WAP, your document sets are Unit 4 and Unit 5. I've got them mislabeled, but you've got 2. Okay, you got Unit 4 document set 1 and Unit 4-5 document set 2. You'll see when they're open and when they're closed. Those are the ones. APUSH, you guys, I believe I've got Unit 5 for both of them. So it'll be the first 2 assignments or the latest 2 assignments that are on there. Holy moly, what happened? Let's see here. Let me go back. My apologies. All right, there we go. Okay, so anyway, it'll be the last two that have been assigned. So the way that you're going to go about this, and let's read through it and make sure everybody's on the same page. If you get confused, go back and look at this. So two browser windows open, one AP Classroom, one your word processing program of choice. All right, go to the AP Classroom document, start the timer, start doing the assignment, but don't type anything yet. On a separate sheet of paper, you're going to have to write this out, because when you do the actual DBQ, I'm going to have an organizer for you to jot down information, because you're not going to be able to spend all your time flipping back and forth and forgetting what you're looking at. So on a separate sheet of paper, the document 1, claim, evidence, HIP component. Document 2, do the same, blah, 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 blah. Write it down like we did in class all year. Do not type anything until you are completely done with documents 1 through 5. When you get done with documents 1 through 5, and when you're completed, and pay attention to time on this, don't run out. Once you have completed it, take what you got written down, type it into the word processing program, and then copy and paste it into AP Classroom. So there's no confusion, which I am sure there's going to be. If we've got this open, let's see, I got to be able to open it up. Remember, how I get into this is different than y'all. All right, so question 1 comes up. This is just one of the WIPE ones about the Enlightenment. I know that's Unit 5, but we're doing what we can here. All right, you're going to have the documents open in one window. You're going to go through and work them, writing it down. I know you can't see me, but I just mimicked you writing stuff down on a piece of paper. So do all that for document 1, document 2, document 3, claim, evidence, HIP component. Once you have written everything down, click over to your word processing. Type it all out. Then copy and paste it to AP Classroom, to the box where you put your answers. Let's see if that works real quick. So I copy this, come over, should be able to paste. There we go. And then make sure you submit when you're done, when everything's in there. Now, you guys are going to have to tear this up, because you got 45 minutes to do it. Don't linger. Don't think. Let your instincts take over. You've done this all year. Don't get confused. If you do, skip it. Don't worry about it. All right. Don't sit there for 15 minutes on one document. Just read them as quickly as possible. Put down as much info as you can and go from there. If you have any questions, obviously let me know, but attempt to do this yourself. I mean, I told you guys in a message last week, I told you all year, it's up to y'all to pass this exam. You're going to have to figure this out. I'm not going to be able to walk you through it. If you have a legit question, by all means ask it, but don't ask me to clarify or validate something or anything like that. Just do it and see how it goes. Remember, you're not getting a grade for this anyway. This is all practice towards the exam. So that's what we got as far as this week. As far as HIP components, I'm going to find some kind of PowerPoint or something to put up there. But at some point this week, I'll find something. But remember, we're dealing only with intended audience, purpose, and point of view. For the intended audience, who is the author writing it to? And remember, you can't just say who it is. You have to explain, kind of how it relates to the topic that we're dealing with. Purpose, which is really the most accessible one. Why are they writing this, and why is it important? Why does it matter? And then for point of view, what is their perspective? What is their view on whatever the topic is of the prompt? And why is that important? Why is that so? Because of who they are and everything else. I'm not expecting these HIP components to be great right now, but do your best. Find descriptions. Like I said, I'll link them on the website, but do your best on that part. That's not my concern. I'm more concerned with y'all getting this done in 45 minutes at this point. So do what you got to do. Let me know if you have any questions, and all that kind of stuff. But keep working, man. Like what I've seen so far on AP Classroom for the ones y'all did last week, looking pretty good. Remember, we're not worried about thesis. We are not writing full essays. We're still working on the pre-work for it. We will move into those things in the next week or so, or next couple of weeks as we get close to the exam. So you will have plenty of practice on all this stuff. And other than that, man, if y'all need anything, let me know. And that's it for this week. Later.